Back again with another exclusive. Coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on amazon.com. P.S. And by the way, follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Patreon. Like this video. Share this video. Yes, sir. Back. Second week of the new year. What's up, John? Second week of the new year, man. Gotta get gamed up for the new year. Back at you with another. That's funny. I like that. Oh, boy. Yeah. A lot of people are starting. You know what I'm starting to notice? There's some people that are taking what I'm saying and they're repeating it for themselves. They're leaving comments on it. That's funny. Guess some of the stuff I say is starting to stick, starting to be like a trademark. That's funny. Hilarious sometimes. Yeah, it's hilarious, man. Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da. And P.S. by the way, follow me on my new channel if you haven't already. And my new channel is Day Job Bailout Plan. So subscribe to me over there. I'll drop it in here in the chat real quick. Yeah, follow me over there. If you want to get your money right, if you want to get your money up. Who doesn't want to get their money up? Who doesn't want to get their money right? If you don't want to get your money right, especially if you're a man, something has happened to you. You've been brainwashed to fail at life. Especially if you live in the United States of America. Something has happened to you if you don't care about making as much money as you can humanly possible. Just as a man, something has happened to you. If that's not the case, if it doesn't matter to you, something has seriously happened to you over the past couple years, however long you've been living. Because unfortunately, we live in a capitalistic society. And you're going to need some type of money to live. That's just what it is. That's not my opinion. It is what it is. If you don't like it, go and try to live without money and see what happens. You're going to need some money. Might not be a lot of money. But you're going to need some money. Unless you live out secluded somewhere in the country, in the woods, the boondocks, But even still, then you're going to need a couple dollars a month. Even if you're off the grid, you're going to need a couple of $100 a month. So there's no way of getting around it. I mean, if you live in a big city, oh, you're going to need a lot of money, or you just struggle like most people do. That's not the way, because I've been telling people for years now, if you live in a big city, and if you find yourself struggling for years, maybe it's best for you to move to a smaller city, smaller town. I've been telling people that for years. But, ultimately, you have to make the decision on your own. It's your life. Just don't be stupid, though. It's your life. That's what Too Short said. It's your life. Just don't be stupid, though. Yeah. And you also have to understand that your life is predicated upon the relationships you make and that you create in life as well. I've learned over the years that it's not so much who you know or what you know. It's who knows you. And it's who knows the people that you know. That's what I've learned over the past 20-something years. It's not just about me. It's just not about me. If it's just about you and you only, you're going to fail. You're going to fail. If it's just about you, you're going to fail. Oh, you might have a good run in the beginning. We all have good runs in the beginning. But eventually it's going to crumble. Something's going to happen. You're going to get sick. You might have a freak accident. Somebody around you might sabotage what you have. Anything can happen. But a lot of us, we get caught up in that rat race. We don't really have time to think about very much of anything. We just be doing stuff and trying to have a good time. And before you know it, most of us done ran through all the decent people that was around. And, things start to happen and things start to spin out of control. And everything just falls apart. That's what happens to a lot of people. A lot of people are getting sick today, though. A lot of women are getting sick today. Yeah, you would think that with all the opportunities that women have, that, man, they'd be living it up, man, to the fullest. But they're not. Not in America, anyway. They're not living the life. They're not living it up to the fullest. No. Nope. Most women are very unhappy. Very unhappy. I haven't seen women so unhappy today. Probably more than ever in my life. Very unhappy today. And you can kind of tell too, because I think I think a lot of times it's mostly a buildup of frustration that is that's been consistent in their lives. And after a while, they say pressure busts pipes. And a lot of these women just explode. So you just hope that you're not one of those people around her at the time. Because you might release a can of worms. That ain't really had nothing to do with you. You just probably triggered something at that time. And all hell was released. Do you think females are unhappy because most people live online and fantasize about living a life that is illusion? Watch the movie Fight Club. Yeah, that has a lot to do with it. Being online has a lot to do with it because people are not connected as much as they used to because of technology. That has a lot to do with it. And people are so stressed. They're so busy being busy if they have kids and work and the spouse and all that stuff. And they don't have enough. They just don't have enough to live. That's the problem. They, some people have taken on too much responsibility and they can't handle it. They've overspent, over leverage, and they just don't know what to do about it. That's why a lot of relationships break up, because they don't know how to solve the problem. That's the biggest problem for breakups. They just don't know how to solve the problem. So it keeps going. It's kind of like blowing up a balloon. And after a while, it's going to pop if it get too much air in it. That's what happens with most relationships. Keep blowing it up and blowing it up and blowing up, and it pops. Oh, hell break loose. What up, Walter? I agree. People have too much responsibility. But I think many people get into financial debt, like school loans, that weigh you down and affect a relationship. Yeah. Well, see, that's the game. Debt is the game. See, if they can get you into debt, hey, man, that's where the money is for these institutions, for these big banks. That's where the money is. If you're debt free, oh, man, they don't like that. They start sending you all kind of offers in the mail. That's the game. That's the whole game, man. Get you into debt. And you don't have you don't have enough money coming in to pay your bills because you've over leveraged yourself. You've overspent. Now, here's the deal. You can use debt to make you money. But most people, they're not even thinking like that. They're just thinking about just paying all the debt off so they can feel good about themselves. I'm like, no, use that debt to help you make money every month. If you can figure out how to do that. But most people aren't even thinking like that. They just want to pay all the credit cards off. I'm like, what are you doing that? What are you trying to do that for? Look, these people, these banks, know you couldn't afford it before they gave you the credit cards. They know you couldn't afford it. They knew you was gonna run it up 9 times out of 10. They knew you were irresponsible. So why are you in such a hurry to pay it all off for? What for? Just keep using it. What up, Wizzy? Good to see you. Women live a life of early entitlement without learning responsibility and accountability. Your relationship is in trouble when she's unhappy. Well, yeah, first off, nobody's happy 24/7. Let's just get that out of the way. That's a ridiculous fantasy way of thinking. I'm not even happy 24/7. That's ridiculous. I don't know anyone that's like that. This ain't no damn movie or no reality show. But yeah, when women stay unhappy for long periods of time, that's when the relationship becomes vulnerable. So that's a good point, Wizzy. Most people don't know about flipping a house. They don't even be thinking like that. Rent out rooms. Yeah, you got Airbnb now, so you can rent out another side of the house or another room. Do whatever you feel. If you okay with that, yeah. When these women keep watching our other people posting exciting lifestyle pictures on Facebook, they get depressed with their simple lifestyle and try to go out to do the ones on Facebook. Yeah. A lot of these women that post pictures on Instagram and Facebook, yeah, they do that because either they're trying to campaign for guys or they're trying to shine. Look at me. Look at me. It's like a competition between women. So it's either or. Yeah, a lot of them be trying to campaign for guys too. If you see a woman constantly post pictures, just her, 99% of the time, she's campaigning for guys. Now, maybe no one's really paying attention to her, but she's still campaigning for guys. Can't go to jail for loans. No, you can't go to jail for loans. Unless, wait a minute. That's not necessarily true. Unless it's a payday loan. But that depends on what state you're in. If it's a payday loan, it depends on what state you're in. Because, see, the payday loans, that's mob money. And if you default in some states, it depends on what state you live in, they're coming after you. They're going to get their money, whether they have to garnish out of your check or whatever. They're not playing that credit card game. If you default on the credit card, they just put that on your credit report, and that's the end of that. They'll just mess up your credit. But them loan sharks, payday loans, oh, they coming after you. They gonna get their money. They prosecuting you to the fullest too. I've seen it happen. This is why in North Carolina, they got rid of all those payday loan places because they said it wasn't worth the court fees, something, something they were talking about. Because a lot of people were going to court, having to go to small claims court, and they just said it just wasn't worth the hassle. It wasn't, there was no profit in it, basically. That's what they're trying to say. Women want what they think other women want. Yeah, that's women. They're competing against other women for the most part. Even if they say they don't, I don't believe them. I don't believe them. Yeah, I had a woman tell me a couple days ago that looks don't matter. I looked at her. I said, "Come on, man. You just gave me a comment before you even came up here, and now you telling me looks don't matter. Come on, man. They just a lot of women. They just be saying stuff because it sounds good. Come on, man. Stop playing around. What are we doing? They just be saying stuff because it sounds good. Sometimes that's like some people say. I can even get deeper. Some people say I don't see color. I'm like, what? What do you see then? If you don't see color, what's a blank page or what? What are you talking about? People just say anything because it sounds good or it's less threatening or whatever. You can't believe stuff people say. You know, in most cases. Just pay attention to how they respond and their actions and their intent. That's when you know if what they saying is really, got some type of weight. When I was a soccer artist is singing a song this year about women taking pictures in parties. Only social media and no more social behavior. Don't let them run you crazy. Nah, nobody's gonna run me crazy. Some things about women are confusing. Looks matter and who a person is matters. Of course, looks matter and who you are matters too. Of course. Well, I'm not really confused. You shouldn't be confused about anything that a woman does. I don't care about what women do. What they do is what they do. I'm not that focused on what they're doing very much. As long as what they're doing doesn't affect me, oh well. They're not going to stop me from doing anything. Never have, never will. So, that's how I see that. So what they say and what they do and what they think about me, I don't put a lot of thought into it. I really don't. Current day women have to be force-fed their image through media because they have no morals and values, but love others that think highly of them, respect them while performing their moral acts. Yeah, there's a lot of that going on. That's pretty much always been like that, though, Wizzy. Yeah, it's always been a certain group of women that they don't have no rules. I'm saying most women are like that today. They can be with any type of guy. Doesn't matter his character or doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter, really. Cosmic Warrior in the house. Hey, hit the like button. Share this video. Subscribe to my other channel. Yes, sir. Follow me on Patreon. Short way to put it, can't ask for respect while getting gangbang. Well, that's just a sexual act, though. You know, what people do behind closed doors is another thing. That's one thing. You know, you don't know what people really do behind closed doors. You might have an idea, but how people carry themselves in public and their character, their morals, their values, I would say that means a lot versus what happens behind closed doors. Can't be just about what happens behind closed doors. If that's the case, you ain't gonna have no woman left, Wizzy. God damn. It ain't no woman gonna be left. You have less than 3% women left if that's the case. A lot of fellas overthink on dates when it really not that important. That's it. Yeah, a lot of people. Yeah, a lot of guys do overthink. The reason why they overthink is because they try to impress the woman. They try to impress the woman, and they secretly think she's better. And they're not comfortable in their own skin. That's where a lot of that stems from. What kills me most is a cash at me because I'm pretty epidemic. Well, these guys send these women money. Most of these guys are tricks. They send these women money. Most of these guys are tricks. So that's what the Cash App is really all about. I'm not saying every woman some women actually have legit business. But the majority, all of these women, they just have a bunch of their followers is mostly tricks. What on Instagram, for example, most of these women are not making money. They have a bunch of thousands and thousands of followers, but these guys are just tricks. The only way most of these women make money, show up at parties, or maybe they got a webcam. Most of them don't have products. You would think that most of these women would have at least merchandise, t-shirts, hoodies, some type of clothing, even if it's panties and bras, something. They ain't got none of that. So they don't know how to monetize the followers that they have. I mean, these women got millions of followers. They got 200,000, 500,000, a million, over a million. And they just don't know how to monetize it. Because the guys that are following them, they're tricks. They're getting what they're getting once they shake their ass and perform or dance. That's all they want. That's all these guys need. Every once in a while, they might send them $1, a couple of dollars, or whatever. So that's usually how that goes. It's rare to find a virgin woman. Yeah, it is rare today. You know, I need help, Sharp. My girl's cis boyfriend is a simp, and I'm dealing with her asking me why I don't do what he does. Well, she's trying to compare you. I wouldn't even take part in that. You your own man. You your own person. Tell her to stop comparing you. I wouldn't even entertain that type of talk. You know what I mean? Pierre? I don't even. Yeah, Pierre, you ever read any of my books? That type of talk. I mean, I don't even. Obviously, you haven't, based on what you just said. Yeah, I wouldn't even entertain that type of talk. No, you're your own person. So, I mean, for you to those are the links to my books. For her to try to compare you to somebody else, that's just ignorant. She want to marry. What you want to get married for? What's the plan? What are you getting married for? What? When it comes to getting married, I always ask people why you getting married? That's my first question. Getting married for what? What's the plan? Where we going? What we doing? Are we getting married just because we have a love connection, or we getting married because we want to have kids, have family, and leave a legacy behind? Or are we even committed, both of us? Or are we just gonna play house and play like we like each other? Or when some tough times come, are we gonna bail out? Her sis is in another country. Guy came from here and proposed to her within 6 months. Well, that's him. That ain't you, Pierre. Y'all gotta do, if y'all in a relationship, y'all gotta do what works for y'all. All relationships are not created equally. I mean, the biggest mistake you can make is to try to compare your relationship to somebody else, or your man to somebody else, or your woman to somebody else. I mean, it's like, I don't understand. How do you expect a relationship to last like that if you're trying to compare what y'all got to somebody else? Y'all not in the same position as that other couple, or maybe you're not in the position as that other dude. So, I mean, just an ignorant woman would do something like that. And if you get married to a woman like that, man, she's gonna destroy you. It's gonna ruin your life, bro. You're gonna be living with this woman. Her expectations are gonna be all the way up there, and if and her and her exp- and you know and her expectation of herself is gonna be real low, and it's gonna be high for you though, and then it's gonna crumble. And she's gonna be 9 times out of 10, she's gonna be doing things out of spite that she probably wouldn't have normally done, because she's gonna turn into a spoiled brat. So don't get married to a woman that's like that. If you get married to any woman, just know that you're the prize. There's a lot of things that us guys have that we can utilize. Women usually have just a couple things: how she look, how she think, whatever that is. But us guys, we have a lot of things in the toolbox. A lot of things. The older we get, the more money we tend to make. The better we, the older we get, we tend to get. A lot of guys tend to make more money. We tend to think more. We tend to a lot of guys tend to get more physically fit. You know, the older we get, we tend to have a variety of women. If you're single or whatever type of relationship you have, you know, women might mature faster, but we catch up. You know, that's what it is. The older we get, we tend to have the advantage. Especially if you're a guy that's about something, you're trying to do something in life. You're not trying to just live the average and mediocre life. That a guy like that, he's gonna be in demand. The older women get, the more their stock value, it tends to go down. Today, a lot of these women, a lot of them are getting sick. They're popping pills. They can't even make it to 40 without something's going on. It's sad but true. A lot of women out there is like this. You know, they're making more money, but a lot of that money's going to the medical bills. Shit. You know? There's no balance in these relationships or a true relationship with the Most High. Yeah. You know, you have to plan to be together long term. Most people don't plan. They go off feelings. Everything is based on how they feel. Both of them, men and women. Everything is based on how they feel. Yeah. Most guys let the women dictate how the relationship gonna go. I mean, like, what you do? And you wonder why it didn't work out. You know, they say, happy wife, happy life. What? Are you crazy? That's the craziest phrase I've ever heard in my life, man. But you know, that came from those campaigns in the early 90s. I think it was I forgot what holiday. I remember when I first started hearing that phrase, happy wife, happy life. Like, what? That was a campaign that came out in the early 90s. You know, it might sound good, but in real life, it's just it doesn't work out like that. Doesn't work out like that. See, you have to understand that you were set up to fail, and once you wrap your mind around that reality, then you start to plan on, okay, how do I plan myself and set myself up for success, whatever that means to you. But see, a lot of people think that the red carpet has been rolled out for them, and they're not even from a wealthy family. I mean, I could see if you were from a wealthy family and if you think the carpet been rolled out for you, oh, okay, that makes sense. But they're not even, these people I'm talking, they're not even from a wealthy family. They're not even from a rich family. They're from a working class family. So I'm like, they have like a sense of entitlement. Like things is just supposed to be a certain type of way because of they seen something somebody else done. So they'd be like, hey, if they did it, we can do it too. Yeah, you can probably do it, but you're probably gonna have to take a different route. That's all. There's a lot of different ways to do things. It ain't just one way. That's why they say it's more ways to skin a cat, or there's a lot of different ways people used to say that. But that basically means that it's more than one way to do anything. Set up the fair was a definite for so-called black. Of course. Dennis, what's up, son? Word the mother. What up, Dennis? Mostly black women don't know a good black man when they see one. Well, the only way you know if you got something good, if you've seen it or had the experience. That's it. Really, you can't miss what you never had. You know, that's what it is. Can't miss what you never had. Can't. You can't give what you don't have either. As a guy supposed to know he has. Well, guys, as a guy, you have to know who you are before anything else. As a guy, you have to find the woman or surround yourself with women that's good for you. Because see, what's good for me might not be good for you. So that's why I always say it starts with you and it ends with you. Because there's a lot of guys I know with a bunch of women, but they're not good for me. What's good for them? So that makes sense. Yeah. It's like there's a guy on actually it was a woman on my timeline today. And she was saying if a if a woman was raised right, this and that. I'm like, there's no such thing as somebody being raised right. I mean, you were raised the way you were raised. That's it. I mean, if you're a parent, you want your kids to be this way, okay, you raise them that way, whatever that way is. But it's no right, wrong way, or now it might not be the most effective way or the most productive way. But I don't see it as a right or wrong, or I don't see it that way. I see it, okay, if I want my kids to end up like this, I'm going to put these morals and values within them some way, or somehow expose them a different environment, uh, different information, etc. That's it, really. That's basically all you can do. You got to show, don't tell. Telling ain't enough. You got to show them. Same for guys. How's a guy supposed to know that he's talking to a non-gold digging chick off rip? Well, you're not gonna 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna know if she's a gold digger. she's probably not going to expose herself in the beginning off the rip. Cosmic Warrior. 9 times, if she's a real gold digger, based on my experience, most of the time they're not going to put it out there off top. Now, there's a lot of amateur gold diggers out here, but they're frauds. So we're not talking about them. Can you make a video on how people set up the field, especially the poor? I'm doing it right now. I'm telling you how they've been set up to fail. They have the wrong information. They have the wrong information. They've been brainwashed to believe a lot of stuff that just wasn't true. That's not true. If you have the wrong information, you're going to have to strip down. You're going to have to lose your mind, basically. Because whatever you had in your mind, whatever you have in your mind, that ain't working. So you have to lose your mind, strip down of all the information that you have in there. And you essentially have to reprogram yourself with new information. And this has to be an ongoing thing. Over and over again. Every day. Every week. I did this with audiobooks. My car was like a university on wheels at one point. So, in other words, I didn't listen to no radio. I haven't watched TV I haven't had cable TV in 15 years. Let that soak in for a minute. I haven't had cable television in 15 years. Yeah. This is why I read books. All kinds of books. Audiobooks, hardcover books, paperback books. I'm always educating myself. 15 years, I haven't had cable television. Of course, I got Netflix, but Hulu, so I can watch Shark Tank and watch any type of movie that I want or documentary that I want. But for the most part, 15 years, I haven't had cable television. Yeah, reading makes you smarter. It really does. You're going to meet, at this point, I've probably read about over 500 books. Easy. It's probably about over 500 books. Easy. Yeah. This has to be like a lifestyle. You got to do a lifestyle change. Because you got to think about it. It's taking you 25, 30 years, however old you are, to get to this point. And you realize that this shit ain't working. It ain't working out the way I would like. Something has happened. I'm not even close to getting the results that I want. So if that's the case, it's gonna take you more time to repair the damage, the damage that has been done because you had the wrong information. When Grant Cardone set up a fund for the accredited investors, Rich, it cost him $15,000 and government approved it in 24 hours. But when he set up the investment fund for poor middle class to buy apartments. Well, yeah, I think I know what you're going. When Grant set up the non-accredited fund, that took a long time. I think that took over 30 days. It took over 30 days. That's because they didn't want the 9-to-5 people to invest in anything. And when he set the fund up for the rich, that went through pretty fast. Because the rich always look out for the rich. Family, it cost him some $230,000. Government took 8 months to prove. Oh, I didn't know it took 8 months. Damn. I know it took a while. Yeah, that's because look, this whole society, the government, everything, they want you to fail. They don't want too many people to come up. They want you to work your 9-to-5 job and be happy. Go to the bar, drink beer, work your job that you barely getting by. Don't try to strive to be the best or do anything extra. Keep paying that student loan whenever you can. Keep bickering, going back and forth with your woman. This be mediocre, average. That's what they want. That's called oppression. That's all that is. Yeah, it's new slavery. Yeah, that's all it is. Back in the day, they used to come door to door, but today they do it with paper money and debt. That's the new form of slavery. They don't gotta come to your house no more, door to door, or they can do it electronically, technology. That's how bad the system is against small man. They don't want us to get over money. Yeah, they don't want you to get your money right. No, I learned this 25 years ago. 25 years ago, I was like, yo, it's so much red tape. And this is before the internet. This is way before the internet. I'm like, man, something's going on out here. It's hard to get anything done. It's always some red tape. You got to jump through hoops. I'm like, jeez, Jesus Christ. If you're not attached to like a big institution, bank, military, or government organization or institution or something like that, or if you don't have a lot of clout in society, boy, you're gonna have a hard time out here. Unless you're just savvy, street savvy, charm, charisma, influence. But there ain't too many people that's like that. Or you just know people in hidden places. But there ain't a lot of people that's like that. Yeah. So, hey, man. These 9-to-5 are nothing but scams, but that's what you have to do. You take money that you work for every paycheck. Yeah, you have to earn money somehow. But yeah, I feel you on that. Yo, I fucks with these channels. Yeah, Cosmic Warrior. I feel you. Mark of the beast. Yeah, a lot of people are feeding the beast. That's how I feel about damn near everything in this life. They're always hard. Limitations set to hold people back. Yeah. That's why I always say you need to make as much money as you can. Because see, the money, you can use your money to leverage. More money you have, the more leverage you have. You can use your money. Instead of trying to trick off your money, you can use your money as leverage, man. Take a portion of your money from your paycheck, if you can, and try to invest it into something else. Whether it's you or a fund, whatever, Put it in a Grant Cardone fund. I'm experiencing the hard time, but I think the Most High is seeing it consume people, even though I know. Yeah, it does consume people. It runs some people crazy. And as far as hard times, man, it's always going to be hard times. Everyone has hard time. Everyone goes up. It goes up. Life is like this. It's like a ball. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down. You're always going to have some hard time. Whether it's financial, whether it's family, your wife gets sick, kids get sick, you're being audited. It's always something in this life, yo. It's never going to be like smooth sailing. Unless you just don't care. Some people like that too. They just don't give a shit about anybody else. So people like that, nothing really bothers them. But if you care about your family, it's always going to be something. Always. I'm telling you, always something going on. If you have a family. Now, if you're single, okay, that's a little different. But even if you're single, every once in a while, something's going to happen. Sometimes it's going to be out of your control what happened. There's always going to be challenges, man. They do me, but the only thing is I have to watch everybody. They're jealous as hell. The crazy thing is I have one hand. Well, people are always going to be jealous. If you're doing anything that's different or better than the average man or woman, they're always going to be jealous. People hate up, not down. Just keep that in mind. If you're an average mediocre dude, you just go to work, come back home, look at television, go to the football game or a basketball game from time to time. You eat, sleep. You'll be just fine. No, nobody be jealous of you. Really. But if you're trying to do something big in life, if you're trying to build something, eventually somebody's going to hate on you. If they're not hating on you, they'll talk behind your back. Or they'll try to stop you or sabotage from you doing whatever you're trying to do. I had to see all my friends not building their life up. It's like a slow decline for them. Me being average, they act like I made it. Well, most people like that, Cosmic Warrior. Most people like being entertained. So they're not really thinking about building anything. Or hit the like button. Let's get the likes up. Why are family members so jealous anyway, even if you don't have much? The reason why they're jealous because if you're trying to do something different, you're exposing their mediocrity. That's what that's about. That's all. It's not really about you. It's more about them than anything. That's all. Yeah, it's some selfishness. There's selfishness too. Yeah, there's that in there too. But that's what that's really about, more than anything. You know. Yeah. So the moral to the story is you've been duped. Most people have been duped, bamboozled, fooled. Because they think most people think that they've been set up, they're supposed to win. See, I don't think that I'm supposed to win. I don't have that entitlement mentality. Some people think that if I just put a little effort in, that everything's just supposed to be okay. Doesn't work like that. You gotta you have to sacrifice something too. You might have to stop watching football every Sunday, watching basketball every Saturday or Sunday, or stop going to the high school football games every Friday. You might have to stay home and not go to the club. You might have to take 5 years and spend less time with your friends. Something has to go. Something you have to cut back, something, sacrifice something. You can't have it all in the beginning. Doesn't work that way. You might have to take 5-10 years and just have psychotic focus on just one area of activity. And then for the later year, maybe the next chapter of your life, you'd be better off. But you can't just say, hey, I want to just buy a bunch of cars, clothes, designer clothes, purses, shoes, hats. I want to just get all this stuff on credit. And now you don't have no money left at the end of the month. And you think that, okay, I want to do this other thing too, but I don't have the money. And the reason why you don't have the money, because you overspent. You over leverage yourself. Because you wanted to live for now only and not for later. So you might have to downgrade. You might have to take the Beamer back. Trade the Beamer in down to a Kia. To a Honda. See, some people don't want to do that. You might have to move back. You might have to get a roommate. for 2-3 years. See, some people don't want to do that. You might have to take a job, a low-paying job, for 2 to 3 years. Some people don't want to do that. You take the low-paying job because you can get experience from this business owner, learn the game from him, and you can take what you learn from this business owner and start your own business. See, some people don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. You know, I did that. I did that. I did this 5 years ago. I learned from 2 people on how to market and promote almost anything. Online, offline. I learned how to write. I learned how to speak. I learned from 2 people that were multimillionaires. I made a sacrifice. I sacrificed being up for 16, 18 hours a day. Plus, I was taking classes at ECPI at the time. Thanks, Eric. He's right. Take notes. Yeah, they should take notes. Yeah. You know, so I made that sacrifice of being up 16, 18 hours, 16, 18-hour days. And I did it for 2 years, 2.5 years. I went part-time on my job to do this. So I sacrificed taking half of my pay from my job because I was working this job full-time, and I dropped down to part-time. I sacrificed the income of my job to create income from other places and to learn all at the same time. But see, most people don't want to do that. That's too hard. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying it has to be some type of sacrifice. You can't have it all in the beginning and think you're going to be free, think you're going to be living the lap of luxury down the end. Or you think you're going to be on the beach drinking pina colada and some other guy done all the work for you. No. Yeah. Oh, so. Bye. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you might be isolated sometimes. And that's not a bad thing. Because when you're isolated, you have time to think. You have time to think. And you have to get used to being uncomfortable. You got to get used to that. Everything can't be comfortable all the time. All the time? Come on. You want to be comfortable all the time? Jesus Christ. Since we live in a comfortable society today, people like being comfortable. I want to be comfortable today. I'm feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. I'm feeling uncomfortable. I hear that a lot from women. Especially, your woman, if you got a woman That's why it's good. Whatever you want to do that's major, it's good to do it before you get in a long-term relationship with a woman. Because if you start doing it when you've been with a woman for a while, it's going to be very difficult. It's best to do it before you get in a long-term relationship. That way, she'll know what it is. That way, it won't be any surprises. It won't be there'll be very little pushback that way. You know. Smash the like button. Thumbs up. You see, the stuff that I'm talking about, you're not going to get this in college. You're really not going to get this in high school, elementary, junior high. Forget about it. This stuff doesn't get talked about. No, the stuff that I talk about stuff that you learn in school doesn't prepare you for how to live unless you go to a private school. You go to a private school, yeah, you get some of this. But public school, forget about it. Public school teaches you how to get in line. Basically, get in line and follow. No. Yeah, sorry about that. I'll call her back later. I'm surprised she called me. Surprised. I'll call her back later. Yeah, but the stuff that would really help you, it doesn't get talked about in society. And there's a reason for that. These artists, well, that's a guy that's he's not online. As you know what's crazy? I forgot his name. Jesus Christ. I actually forgot his name. Yeah. I had permission to use the song though. Because I got the song in my videos. If you've seen it. I use the song in the background a lot. And then I got it on my phone too. I forgot the name of the artist. Yeah, he's very talented. Yeah, that's true. Yep, I do play it all the time. Yeah, I forgot his name, man. The music online because I like it. Man, I don't think he's doing it. I don't think he does music full time. Like he's one of those guys that does it like kind of like the local. He's like one of those local guys that do music out in Arizona. I think he live in Phoenix, Arizona. I think that's what that's what he told me, man. But I haven't talked to that guy in about probably a little over 2 years now. Man, I've met so many people, man, over the past 2 years. He's a good dude though. Ask him when he's dropping. Yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna drop any music. He has a website, but I don't know if I got the website saved in a folder. So whenever I find the folder of the website link, I'll let you know. What up with your travels? Well, I haven't been traveling a lot lately. I just moved back to North Carolina. So And next time I travel anywhere, it's probably going to be as far as like a vacation. It's probably going to be the summer. Because, gotta get. I just moved here like, 2 weeks ago? Just before Christmas. So I gotta get settled here. This time I say the reason why it saddens me to see my friends. I often listen to smart brothers always talking about building themselves. I am especially since we are in a terrible. Yeah, we're in a bad position in this country. There's no doubt about it. Really worldwide. If you really look at the big picture things, big scheme of things. But that's all, by design. That didn't happen by accident. Nothing happens by accident. There's no such thing as luck. Bad luck, good luck. No such thing as bad luck, good luck, all this. No. Yeah, I see people who I know can't even get their life together. Well, the reason why they can't get their life together is because they don't have the right skills. That's what it all comes down to, man. Skills. Your skill set. So the more skills you accumulate, the more you build yourself, the better off you be. That's why they can't get their life together. Because it's all about skills. Skills to pay the bills. That's what it's about. You have to have multiple skills in your toolbox. Yes, we are, but no one cares except us. Oh, no one cares. You're right about that. 100%. 100%. It is what it is. Yeah. Say they shun books. Well, people been doing that for years. Yeah. Yeah, most of your life is you probably gonna be by yourself. Especially if you're trying to do something different. That's where the sacrifice comes in at. A lot of times you're gonna be secluded. Because see, the more you grow, you're gonna get to a point where you're not gonna want to do the things you used to do anymore. You might not want to drink, smoke, go to the club, keep talking to the same type women, or keep running through women. The more you elevate your mind, that stuff get tiresome after a while. And then it's gonna come down to like quality over quantity. That's so if when it gets to that point, quality over quantity, the picking's gonna be slim for the women, and that means you're not gonna have a lot of people around. Versus when you're in your teens or early 20s. Hit the thumbs up. Hit the like button. I've learned luck is preparation and opportunity. You prepare for the opportunity life gives you, and you create your own luck. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Much wisdom. Yeah, I got the wisdom from older wise men and women. See, wisdom will take you a long way. Much further than education. You know? It is what it is. Watch a movie, Bronx Tale, No One Cares. Good movie. Bronx Tale? I think I might have seen Bronx Tale. Yeah. She was always talking about our problems, but feeling. Well, schools, you're talking about public schools is about business. The school system is doing exactly what it's supposed to do. Keep that in mind. 80, I'm gonna say good 85% of the people that go to public schools, they're gonna get in line. The 15%, they'll a couple of those people will go to the streets or get into some type of scheme, or some may end up in jail. Some will, probably top 3% will pop out and do something big. That's just what it is. You know. College, college and trade schools too. Yeah, if you get a skilled trade from like a community college, that's cool. What's up, Anthony? The truth, doing exactly as it was. You're right. Quality over. Yeah, quality over quantity. Yeah, that's what it is. The better you become, your life is gonna mirror that. There's no way of getting around it. You have to understand, the better you become, a lot of women are just not gonna gravitate towards you. Not a lot. It's gonna be some, but they know that they're gonna have to step their game up. And let's just be clear: women are not stupid. Women know what type of guy you are when they're in your presence, when they meet you. They're not stupid. So don't think that this woman don't know what type of guy you are. Don't don't be don't be naive like that. Women know if you're a dummy, or if you're intelligent, or if you're childish, ignorant. They know. They know. They know if they're gonna smash. They know. Yeah. Eventually, they might not know when, but they know, they already made their mind up that this is what they want. And it's on you if you want to accept the offer or not. But the offer is on the table. That's how that works. This is why you are the prize. and not the other way around. Now, if you're a beta guy, this way of thinking, this doesn't make any sense. and I know there's some beta guys that thumb down my videos a lot because they just can't understand how could this happen this way. This doesn't make any sense. They can't wrap their mind around it. To them, it doesn't exist. So there's the last video I put up. No, not the last. The video I put up the weekend. As soon as I put the video up, they thumb down the video without even looking at it. They just didn't like the title, I guess. So if you thumb down the video, at least tell me what you don't like about it, even though you haven't watched it. Oh boy. So I look at it like this. If someone has the time to thumb down a video that they haven't watched yet, that tells me a lot about you as a person. It's getting smarter. Well, they're not getting smarter. They've been this way. My best friend would always say, "Here's a dime. Tell them go MGTOW." It should have went MGTOW a long time ago. It shouldn't have been trying to follow anybody or follow what goes on in society. My dad didn't do that. My grandfather didn't do that. Didn't follow anybody. Didn't follow what was going on in society. Those guys are game goofy. Yeah, they are game goofy. You gotta be game goofy. You thumb down a video that you haven't even seen. And the reason why I know this, because as soon as I uploaded it and I went to the next page, probably like 10 seconds later, there was somebody thumbed down the video. So you can't watch the video in 10 seconds because the video was 23 minutes long. I think it was like 23 minutes long. So you couldn't have, there's not much I could have said within 10 seconds to thumb down the video. Yeah, most men are weak and most women are trash. I've said this on multiple occasions. Are they really blaming black men for what R. Kelly did? No. Look, that fake outrage crap with R. Kelly, that's a bunch of crap. Look, everybody knew who R. Kelly was 25 years ago. What up, Garrett? Everybody know R. Kelly was a pervert. But they're promoting his music on all these magazines. And the record companies, they're behind the whole thing. These same magazines, Ebony magazines, they built him up, and now they're trying to take him down. So think about this for a second. The music business is a cold game. The same people that put you in their magazines 25 years ago are the same people that are bashing him. The hypocrisy that lives within this country. That's why I don't take any of these people serious in the media. So I say, obviously it wasn't that bad because Aaliyah's family said they didn't have a problem with it on multiple occasions. So, hey, man, if they don't got a problem with it, why do you got a problem with it? We already know that in America, they don't care nothing about women. They don't care nothing about kids. So what is this fake outrage really all about? You know what it's about? It's a money grab. That's all it's about. Send us some money. Donate some money. That's what this is about. Follow the money. That's who is in charge of the money. That's going to tell you everything you need to know. It's a money grab. It's a game. That's all it is. If you see, if R. Kelly was still signed to Jive Records, this would never happen. This would never happen if he was still signed to Jive Records. But he's an independent artist now. He's not. He don't have no big contract. He's not attached to the machine. So as long as you're making these big corporations money, especially as an entertainer, man, you can do whatever you want. That's how it works. It's a game. Now they're trying to use his celebrity and exploit him, piggyback off him, so they can get money. Look at these poor black women, these poor young girls. Yeah, but who's collecting the money, though? That's the thing. Forget who's talking. Who's collecting the money? Where's the money going? And I can almost guarantee you that all these women that's on that show, Lifetime, without that series with R. Kelly, all those women, they're not getting no money. They might get a little book deal here and there or whatever eventually, but they're not getting the real money. The real money is going to some corporation, and the women, the women that's collecting the money don't look like the women that's on the show, on the series, on Lifetime. It's a game. That's all it is. And if they cared about women so much, how come when the cops jump on those young girls or kill or assault some of the young girls, I don't hear anything. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. These same websites, The Root and all these other sites, they're not saying anything when some real injustices happen to young black girls. So I don't want to hear it. I'm not buying it. I'm not that naive. Not at my age anymore. Even at a young age, I wasn't naive. I would have never bought into this shit. You know? So hey man, it's not pretty out here. If you're looking for if you're looking for things to be pretty out here, I don't know what to tell you. But it's not. Things are not going to be the way you want it to be until you decide to make it that way. And if you're waiting for somebody, if you're waiting for the people to change around you, you're going to be waiting for a long time. You're better off making the change by changing yourself. The Kells were with these public announcements doing small shows. Because I went to one of his shows and Memphis held a skate, and a lady is she slept with him. Oh, your ex slept with R. Kelly? Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised either. He gave it up. Gave it up. Damn. That's good. Women out here. It's just harder to find. Oh, yeah. It's a lot of good women out here now. Don't get it twisted. But it starts with you, though, as a man. It's still going to start with you, though. It's going to start with you and it's going to end with you. Because women need guidance. All of them, all women. They need some form of guidance, leadership. So that's where you come in at as a man. Because a lot of women, they're burning out. A lot of women have taken on the leadership role, but they're burning out. They're getting sick. Trust me, there's a lot of women that's waiting. They're waiting on guys. They're waiting. They just don't know what to do. And see, you have to understand, a lot of women, they don't be knowing what they're doing. In most cases, they don't be knowing what they're doing. There's a lot of women out here. They don't understand men at all. At all. A lot of them don't. They don't understand how guys function at all. And you know why? Because they never had to learn how. They never had to learn. That's why. They never had to learn. My New Year's resolution, no drinking anymore. To be self-productive. I mean, that's good, Garrett. But don't wait until New Year's to make a resolution. Just do it. Don't wait until New Year's to make a change. Just do it, man. Just get started. Whenever. Doesn't have to be January the 1st. Yeah, she was with him at the time. I told her to be careful and have fun. Not that kind of fun, you dig? I'm only focusing on myself. Well, you should focus on yourself first. Because if you don't focus on yourself first, if you don't put most of your energy in yourself, you're no good for anybody else. So that makes sense. You know? Make total sense. Yeah. I talk about a lot of these concepts, principles in my book. Go check my book out. Yeah. The link is there. It's all there. Go knock yourself out. Change your life. You'll never be the same again. Women can or do like making decisions. You have to make decisions for. Yeah, they don't like making decisions. They don't. That's true. Yep. 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 Follow me on my Patreon. You definitely have to give them instructions. No doubt about it. If she's not in your presence, you can't trust her most of the time, period. Well, if she's not in your presence, shit don't really matter. I mean, if she ain't in your presence, she's just not there. Shit. As long as she don't bring any baggage around me, I don't care. Just don't bring in any of that baggage in my life. What you do out there, that's her business. That's how that is. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, man, you know, I don't tolerate their nonsense. Yeah, you don't have to. You have your own standards, own values, own value system. Yeah. That's how that is, man. Yeah. Well, man, hey, it's been real. I'm about to sign off. You know, so hey, man, again, follow me on my Patreon. And any questions, any concerns, leave your comments below. Give me a thumbs up. Till next time, I'm out. Peace.